us about Snow White. How do you think you are similar or different?
Oh, wow. So much of my life has been dedicated to portraying Snow White. I've been attached to this movie and this girl for 5 years now, and that's a really big percentage of my life and career. So much of us has kind of melded into one. I really hope that I have a similar heart to hers. She has this beautiful, unending kindness and positive outlook towards the world. Her relationship with nature is very special and very important to her, as it is to myself as well, and the way we treat living things and the world around us. I wish I could be as positive as she is at times. That's certainly a difference we have, but I think it's a very human thing to not always see the bright side. But that is part of the beauty of Snow White. It has been for 88 years now that she just sees the good in everyone and everything. And I hope that I and so many people who watch this film can embody that as well.
Snow White is Disney's first princess, and Disney princesses are often seen as symbols that offer encouragement. What message are you hoping to convey to audiences with your portrayal of Snow White?
I really hope that audiences walk away from this film with an understanding of the true meaning of fairness, of what it means to be fair in this world. There is a message that's been carried on for almost 90 years now from the original animated classic. That is, fairness is what is within. Fairness is to do with your heart, the way you treat the people around you. And it has nothing to do with what you look like, and that's the misunderstanding between Snow White and the Evil Queen. I think it's such an important message, and the way that Disney has elevated it and brought it to this new audience is very special.
When you portray characters like Maria from West Side Story and Snow White, how do you approach the roles to make them your own?
There's definitely an unspoken pressure that comes with the reimagination and retelling of classic stories. I've been very honored for so much of my career to bring those stories back to the new generation and to be a version of a film or story that people either haven't seen before or they loved growing up and now get to see reborn again. There's a lot of responsibility there, and so you have to take excellent care of the classic versions of these stories that people care so deeply about and toe the line for the modern age and make them understand why it needs to be retold or re-brought into the conversation. With West Side Story, we were very lucky to be in such wonderful hands, and I am just as fortunate to be with Disney working on this film as well. There are messages in both films that everyone needs to hear. It's timeless. That's what makes it a classic. So the opportunity to get to bring it back for a new generation of moviegoers and film lovers is a real honor.
Talk about the power ballad Waiting on a Wish. Why is that song so important for your character and the story?
Disney really created the mold of the I Want song for its heroines, from Part of Your World to Just Around the River Bend to God Help the Outcasts. There are so many amazing wishes that have been surfaced in these classic Disney films. And Waiting on a Wish is joining the lineup of that amazing trope that Disney has carved in the movie world. It's an incredible storytelling device to be able to sing. And when the emotions are too high, instead of speaking, we sing because it's the deepest part of your heart that gets to sing. And so Waiting on a Wish comes at Snow White's lowest moment in the first act of the film, when she's told she lives in a world of wishes and to just go back to her well because she will never be the leader that her father believed she could be. And it's such a universal feeling for young people, for young women in particular. I can always dream, but then I wake up and it's me again, and I'm just waiting on a wish. And it's a hopelessness, but there is a flicker of courage and of bravery. And it's the people around her that she meets along the way that remind her that she is capable. And one of my favorite lyrics in the film comes in the third act with Snow White Returns, where she says, "You are everything you've been wishing and waiting for." And that's the resolve. So we need power ballads like that. We need to sing through our hopelessness and find that flicker of bravery. And it is about the people around us as well who usher us along the way.